Welcome to COVID Conversations. Today I'm talking to Lisa Dart, who has Crohn's disease, about what COVID-19 has meant for her and some of the experiences that she's had.
Well, I've got Crohn's, so it's an immunocompromising disease, and I'm on double immunosuppressants at the moment. So I used to catch the trains and walk to the train stations. So the big change I had to make for my working life was I had to drive to work from then on in, and I had to be very careful because I work in a university. So we were very cautious in the office, wiping the office down every day, they had cleaners in, wiping down railings and things every day before it was very common. So that helped. But a lot of my medical appointments and things I had coming up, once the lockdown started, were also all put off and cancelled until goodness knows when, and they've just started coming back. So that's been a big difficulty. And it did make me change my doctors, because I've discovered they weren't really au fait with what happens with an immunocompromised person with something like COVID-19. So I've changed practices, and the new ones are very good.
In terms of your new GP, what is it that they're doing right for you?
They listen. They actually understand that I have a brain, that I've been dealing with the disease for 18 years now, that I know what my body does, and that I know when something's working or something's going wrong. The previous one was, mine retired after 26 years, and she saved my life 3 times. Love her to bits. And a good doctor knows all about their speciality, but also knows that you know what your body's doing. So when I go to the hospital, they give you the checkpoint, but they go, so what have you noticed? What's not on this checklist that you've noticed? And they record it, because they're all new drugs. So they listen and they ask questions, and they know that you're an adult and you actually know your body. And with my disease, everybody's different. And they're actually really nice. And the reception staff are really nice, which is always what makes me want to go somewhere first. If the people they surround themselves are lovely, you will find that the actual staff there who are looking after you are lovely.
So in terms of your health, looking after your health during this time, what appointments have you been able to go to, and what ones haven't you been able to go to?
My rheumatologist was put off. That was going to be in February or March, and that's only happening now in 2 weeks. I have a cracked tooth which I couldn't get fixed, for example, and that's the tooth dental problems are caused by the medications I'm on. So I haven't been able to see the dentist, so I'm still waiting for that. I was due to have a colonoscopy. That's been put off probably for another couple of months. I'm not really that concerned about having a colonoscopy put off at all, because I'm very happy about that.
What's been the hardest thing about COVID for you?
Having an invisible disease. So if someone sees an elderly person walking along, they tend to take a bypass because they know that the elderly are at risk, or they'll be more careful about leaving space. If you don't look like you have anything wrong with you, they just figure you're just like them. And so many diseases, you do look healthy. MS, Parkinson's, things like that, unless you're having something happen, and they're all immunodiseases, people can't tell you've got it. So it's a case of you have to respect everybody's safety and everybody's risk. Just because you're not at risk doesn't mean the person standing next to you isn't at risk. So just be consider every person out there as at risk, as much at risk as your parents. That's it. Just be considerate of everybody, because you don't know what's happening in their life, and you don't know if they're at risk or not. So just think.
Thank you, Lisa, for sharing those really important experiences that you've had with us. And thank you. See you next time.